Thank you so much. Okay. Vamos a lección 3, unidad 2. Vamos a aprender un poco de vocabulario nuevo, ¿sí? Bueno, nuevo para nosotros, para el libro. A lo mejor ustedes ya conocen algunos conceptos, ¿sí? Conceptos que luego sí son bastante utilizados o bastante comunes. O pasa luego que te los topas mucho con películas, libros, artículos, lo que tú quieras. Y son, pues es bueno saberlo, ¿no? Aquí lo llaman como, bueno, la lección es describe and recommend movies, okay? This vocabulary is, well, the exercise says that these are adjectives, okay? Describe movies, but you can describe anything with these adjectives, okay? Read and listen, then listen again and repeat. I'm gonna say this, all the adjectives, I'm gonna read them, and you can repeat. If you want, you can repeat your microphone on or off, okay? Whatever you prefer. The first one is funny. Funny, okay? Funny is something that makes you laugh, okay? Laugh, okay? Something funny, algo chistoso, okay? Laugh is the verb of cuando te ríes, ¿no? Okay, hilarious, okay, hilarious, otra vez, hilarious is very, very funny, something that makes you laugh so much, okay, hilarious, okay, silly, silly, not serious, almost stupid, okay, silly, tonto, como bobo, quizá. Okay. Boring, boring, something that is not interesting. Okay. Not interesting. You don't want to see that. Okay. Weird, weird. Fíjense otra vez. Weird. No dije weird o weird. It's weird. Something that is very strange or unusual in a negative way. O sea, raro. Raro, pero no así como que está medio raro, no. No, es como raro. Esto está raro. This is weird. ¿Ok? Siguiente. Unforgettable. Unforgettable. Something you are going to remember. Okay? Something that is very special or very traumatic or very shocking, something that happened that is very impressive is unforgettable, okay? For example, a very good concert or an incredible movie or an experience you had, okay, that it shocked you. That's unforgettable. Romantic, romantic, something about love, okay? Thought-provoking, okay? Thought-provoking es una sola frase. Thought, pensamiento. Thought-provoking, okay? Something that makes you think, something very, very interesting, okay? For example, a very good book or a very interesting movie. A movie where you have to think, when you have to pay a lot of attention, okay? That is thought-provoking, okay? And the last one is violent. Violent, okay? Something bloody with a lot of fighting and killing, okay? Violent, like a movie or a TV show or a movie scene or whatever, okay? So these are the new adjectives: funny, hilarious, silly, boring, weird, unforgettable, romantic, thought-provoking, and violent. And what is the exercise for today? The first exercise is we are going to write, okay, a title of a movie for each adjective. Tenemos 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different adjectives, and you need to write one movie title of each kind, okay? Of each kind. Now, the movies have to be in English, all right? The movies must be in English. So if you don't know the name, you can You can search the name in your computer and let me know what the name is, okay? Maybe I don't know the name in English, but we're gonna figure it out. Okay, we're gonna understand that. Okay, so I'm gonna give you 5 minutes for these 9 movies. Think them very well, y ahorita les voy a preguntar que me compartan alguna de las que pusieron. Okay, so go ahead, please, and let's start with this exercise, and then we're gonna go with the listening comprehension exercise. All right, questions? No?
Not at all.
Okay, very good. 5 minutes starting right now, and we go on. Go ahead. I'm gonna mute my microphone and turn off my camera, but I'm right here. Ok, vamos, vamos cerrando, vamos terminando. Okay. I'm sorry. I think I turned off my camera again. There you go. Okay. The first movie. Open your mics. Funny movie. Who can tell me an example of a funny movie?
And where are the blondies?
Where are the okay? Okay. Do you mean the ¿Dónde están las rubias?
Sí.
Okay, good, good, good. I like that one. In English, it's called white chicks. Okay. Chick es una definición como para chicas, ¿no? O algo así como muy informal. Entonces, white chicks sería como las chicas blancas, ¿no? White chicks, or where are the blondies if we translate it to the Spanish version? Good. Another example of a funny movie? Anybody? Mayra, Miguel?
Funny.
Funny movie, yes.
I think it's scary movie. It's a
Scary movie, okay.
scary movie is very funny.
Scary movie is a parody, right?
Yes.
Thank you. And Gaby, do you have any examples of a funny movie?
No sé si se dice, o sea, vecinos, neighbors.
Neighbors. Yes, neighbors. Okay. Yes, I like that one as well. Good job. Now let's go with a hilarious movie.
The Mask.
The Mask. That's a hilarious movie. Yes, I agree. Another example?
I put white chicks.
White Chicks. Okay. It's really good. I love White Chicks too. The same as Raquel did in the funny movie. Yes. Gaby, puedes decir I put o también puedes decir I wrote, ¿ok? Cualquiera de las dos.
¿Cómo se dice la otra? I wrote.
Wrote, el pasado de escribir. I wrote.
Okay.
O I have también, ¿ok? Silly movie. These are all examples of silly movies, actually. But anybody has an example of a silly movie? No? Raquel?
No.
Gaby? No? Okay, perhaps scary movie could be the one Mike said. Scary movie is a silly movie. It's a dumb movie. Es una película porque es una parodia, right? So it's a silly movie. What about a boring movie?
I put Annabelle.
Annabelle. Okay, I don't like scary movies, but it can be boring for some people. What about you, Gaby? What did you say for a boring movie?
Harry Potter.
Okay, now get out of my class.
What happened?
Get out of my class. No, I'm kidding. Well, maybe you don't like it, but I think it's an interesting movie. But anyway, I respect everybody's preferences. What about you, Raquel?
¿De cuál, Mario?
Boring movie.
No me acuerdo de ninguna.
Okay, it's okay. What about a weird movie? Do you guys have anything on a weird movie? A movie you went to watch to the theater, and you were like, "This is weird. I didn't like this movie." No? Okay. Yeah, maybe this is kind of a hard one to say. I don't know. I wouldn't know which one to mention. But what about an unforgettable movie?
Diary of a Passion.
Okay, Diary of a Passion. In English, it's called The Notebook. Okay, The Notebook. Okay. But yes, that's perfect example of an unforgettable. It's a really beautiful movie. What about you, Gaby? Do you have something on an unforgettable? Which one? I'm sorry.
Coco.
Coco. Oh yes, Coco is it's really cute. I cried with Coco. Did you cry with Coco?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, because everybody, what about a romantic movie?
The Blue Lagoon,
The blue, what?
la Laguna Azul.
Okay, the blue lake. The blue
Blue
lake in English. Okay, the blue lake. Yes. The blue lake. Oh, that's a romantic movie. I agree. What about you, Miguel? Do you have anything on romantic movies?
5 feet apart.
5 feet apart.
Yes.
Okay, I've never watched that before. Is it good?
It's good. It's good. It's really good. Well, pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay. What about you, Gabby? Do you have a romantic movie of your preference?
The Notebook.
The Notebook too? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I like that one. What about a thought-provoking movie?
Me Before You.
Me Before You. That's a really provoking one. Yeah. It has you thinking what happened, right? What about you, Miguel? Or Gabby? Or Danny? You mentioned your phone was having trouble, Danny, but if you want to open your mic, there's a movie called Inception. Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio. Have you watched it? Esta película donde se meten en un sueño adentro de otro sueño adentro de otro sueño. ¿Sí lo han visto? ¿Cómo no lo han visto?
No.
¿No? Ok, se los recomiendo. En inglés se llama Inception. Okay, in Spanish it's called El Origen. It's really good too. And the last one, let's go with a violent movie.
The Purge. O no, ¿cómo se pronuncia?
Oh yeah, The Purge. Yes, that's a very violent movie, yes. What about you, Raquel? Do you have anything on that category?
The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead. Yes, those are pretty graphic, right? A lot of blood and a lot of killing. I agree. Now let's go ahead and good job with the examples of the movies you chose. Let's go with the listening comprehension exercise, okay? It says, listen to the movie reviewer, okay? Reviewer es el que hace como una sintaxis, un análisis de la película. Write a check, okay, next to the movies he recommends, and an X next to the ones he doesn't. We have Popcorn, Vacation, Aquamundo, and Wolf Babies. All right. Now let's go ahead. Let me go to the video and play the audio because we want to know what movies they chose.
Conversation.
Now we finished this exercise before, and now we are going to go with this one.
Exercise A. Write a see done carefully to each movie review exercise N. Based on the reviewer's opinion, circle one or more adjectives to describe each movie.
Okay, so the exercise is we are going to listen and check if he recommends the movie or not. Okay, and then we are going to add an adjective to each movie. Okay, let's go.
Good evening, movie lovers. This is Cinema Sid with quickie reviews and recommendations. Here are some of this week's openings. First up is Popcorn, a new comedy starring David Bodine and Judy Crabb. Unfortunately, Popcorn is a complete waste of time. The acting is terrible. The story's not at all interesting. As a matter of fact, I can't remember much about it, except that it was very strange. And for a movie that's supposed to be funny, it's not. You'll cry, not laugh, at spending your money on this silly, unfunny comedy, but with the usually very funny David Bodine. Our next film, The Vacation, is a well-acted and serious drama. Gene Wildman and Amy Collins play a couple who meet and fall in love, then travel to Rwanda on an innocent vacation. War breaks out, and you don't know till the end if they'll manage to get on the last plane to leave. An intelligent and interesting story. I highly recommend this wonderful film. There's some blood, so if you can't stand fighting or killing, it is a war film after all, don't see it. But if you like a good story you won't forget, this one's for you. Also reviewed this week is Aquamundo. Aquamundo is no science fiction film. It's based on real scientific research. Filmmaker Hans Schmerling shows the many medical uses of water around the world, from the underwater births of the Sheldrake Islanders to the water cures in Swiss hospitals. Schmerling shows how water can heal the world. While many people may think it's a silly idea, the film argues that it can actually happen. It makes you think about the importance of water. A beautiful film. Don't miss it. Finally, our last film this week is Wolf Babies. Whatever you do, don't take the kids to see this movie. They won't sleep for a week after they see this terrible story about human children captured by wolves. After they capture the children, these animals take them into the woods and change them forever. Then, when the children return to their families, they hunt younger children and capture them for the wolves. Adults will find the story stupid, but children won't forget these bloody, scary scenes for a long time.
Ok. Bien, va de nuevo. Atención.
First up is Popcorn,
Popcorn.
a new comedy starring David Bodine and Judy Crabb.
A new comedy. Okay.
Unfortunately, Popcorn is a complete waste of time.
Unfortunately, desafortunadamente, Popcorn is a complete waste of time. Waste, gasto o mal gasto. Waste of time. Okay. Popcorn is a complete waste of time.
The acting is terrible.
The acting is terrible.
The story's not at all interesting.
The story is not at all interesting, okay?
As a matter of fact, I can't remember much about it.
Luego usa una frase que dice, as a matter of fact, que es de hecho, as a matter of fact, I can't remember the story exactly because it's really bad.
Except that it was very strange.
Except that it was very strange. Strange.
And for a movie that's supposed to be funny, it's not.
And for a movie that is supposed to be funny, it's not.
Cry, not laugh at spending your money on this silly, unfunny comedy.
You will cry, not laugh, at spending your money on this silly, not funny comedy.
But with the usually very funny David Bodine.
But with the con el usualmente very funny David Udine, o sea, el actor, ¿verdad? El actor sigue siendo muy chistoso, but the film is not. So, number one, check for X. Recommended or not recommended?
No recommended.
Not recommended. This is a big X, okay? What about the adjectives? Popcorn. Weird?
Weird.
Weird. Funny?
No.
Nope. Boring?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes, boring. It's really boring, right? It's not a good movie. Okay, let's go with the next one.
Our next film, The Vacation, is a well-acted and serious drama.
The Vacation is a well-acted and serious drama.
Gene Wildman and Amy Collins play a couple who meet and fall in love.
Okay, the two actors play a couple who meet and fall in love.
Then travel to Rwanda on an innocent vacation.
Then travel to Rwanda on an innocent vacation.
War breaks out.
War breaks out. War, okay, breaks out. Break out. It's like it starts, okay?
And you don't know till the end if they'll manage to get on the last plane to leave.
And you don't know until the end if they will manage, ¿qué quiere decir manage? Como arreglárselas, if they will manage to get on the last plane to leave, okay? So they fall in love, they go on vacation, and then the war starts. And a lot of things happen, and you don't know if they are going to get on the last plane to leave and to stay alive.
An intelligent and interesting story.
An intelligent and interesting story.
I highly recommend this wonderful film.
I highly recommend this wonderful film.
There's some blood, so if you can't stand fighting or killing,
There is some blood. There is some blood. So if you can't stand, si no soportas, if you can't stand fighting or killing,
it is a war film after all.
it is a war film after all. O sea, it is a war film, una película de guerra after all, después de todo.
Don't see it.
Don't
But-
see it. If you can't stand it, don't see it.
If you like a good story,
If you like a good story,
you won't forget this one's for you.
but if you like a good story, you won't forget this one is for you. Okay, so the vacation, recommended or not recommended?
Yes.
Yes, recommended, correct? Okay, what about the adjectives?
Romantic,
Romantic.
Romantic,
violent,
violent,
Y
unforgettable. Unforgettable, yes, también, right? At the end, he says, if you like a good story, you won't forget. This one's for you, okay? Good, we're almost finished. Let's go with the next one.
Also reviewed this week is Aquamundo. Aquamundo is no science fiction film.
Aquamundo is no science fiction film, okay? No es de ciencia ficción.
It's based on real scientific research.
It's based on real scientific research. Research, investigación, okay? It's based on real scientific research.
Filmmaker Hans Schmerling
Filmmaker, o sea, el director de películas, okay? Filmmaker Hans Smerling
shows the many medical uses of water around the world.
shows the many medical uses of water around the world. Again, the director of the movie shows a lot of different medical uses of water around the world.
From the underwater berths of the Sheldrake Islanders,
Again,
water around the world. From the underwater berths of the Sheldrake
from the underwater births. ¿Qué quiere decir birth? Nacer, nacimientos. From the underwater births, okay, de los, ¿cómo se les llama cuando nace el agua? Manantiales. From the underwater births, okay, of
Drake Islanders to water around the world. From the underwater berths of the Sheldrake Islanders
the Sheldrake Islander, this is a place in the world,
to the water cures in Swiss hospitals,
to the water cures, o sea, los curanderos de agua of Swiss hospitals, okay, de los hospitales suizos.
Schmerling shows how water can heal the world.
The director shows how water can heal the world. Heal, sanar, okay?
While many people may think it's a silly idea,
While many people think that it is a silly idea, silly, dumb, stupid, silly idea,
the film argues that it can actually happen.
the film argumenta that it can actually happen, that is real, okay?
It makes you think about the importance of water.
It makes you think about the importance of water.
A beautiful film. Don't miss it.
A beautiful film, don't miss it. So Aquamundo, recommended or not recommended?
yes.
Yes, this is an interesting story. What about it, the adjectives? Is it boring?
No.
No. What about violent?
No.
No, but what about thought-provoking?
Yeah.
Yes, this is very interesting. Okay, and this is based on a real theory, una teoría real de cómo pudiera utilizarse el agua.
Finally, our last film this week is Wolf Babies. Whatever you do, don't take the kids to see this movie.
Whatever you do, don't take the kids to see this movie.
They won't sleep for a week after they see this terrible story
They won't sleep. They won't sleep for a week, okay, after they see this terrible story. The kids won't sleep for a week, okay? It's very scary for the kids.
about human children
What is it about? It's about human children, okay, niños humanos, human children
captured by wolves.
captured by wolves, okay, wolves.
After they capture the children,
After they capture the children,
these animals take them into the woods and
these animals take them into the woods, o sea, al bosque,
change them
and change them
forever.
forever.
Then, when the children return to their families,
Then, when the children return to their families,
they hunt younger children
they hunt, cazar. They hunt younger children,
and capture them for the wolves.
and capture them, the younger children, they capture them for the wolves.
Adults will find the story stupid,
Adults will encontrarán this story stupid,
but children won't forget these bloody, scary scenes for
but children won't forget these bloody and scary scenes
a long time.
for a long time. Okay, so the last one, Wolf Babies, is that recommended or not?
No.
What about the adjectives?
Violent and boring.
And boring. Yes, it's not hilarious. It's really stupid. Okay, good. So this is the classification, correct classification for these movies. Okay, and well, we already did these two exercises. Tomorrow we can continue with the listening dictation. Okay, and this is a new exercise. We're going to listen to the experts. Okay, aquí estaban escritos, but experts from the reviews. Complete each statement based on what you hear. Okay, we are going to write what we lo que dicen ellos lo vamos a escribir. ¿De acuerdo? Vamos a escuchar qué palabra usan y la vamos a escribir. Okay. For example, popcorn is first is Popcorn, a new science fiction film starring David Bowie and Judy Crab. So you say, okay, this is a science fiction. Y tú vas a escribir la palabra correcta. ¿Cómo voy a saber cómo escribirlo o no escribirlo? Eso lo vamos a comprobar con el vocabulario que ya vimos anteriormente en esta misma, ¿ok? Aquí tenemos los géneros, ¿de acuerdo? Y los adjetivos para describirla son los que aprendimos el día de hoy. Entonces, échenle un repaso a las palabras nuevas, que mañana las vamos a utilizar en el listening y es un dictation, es un dictado. Sí, tienes que escribir la palabra que se puso. Yo les voy a reproducir el audio 2 veces para cada ejercicio y al final, pues, le toman una foto y me la van a mandar para revisar, digamos, este pequeño ejercicio. ¿Ok? Y con eso, pues, estaríamos de alguna manera cerrando la lección número 3 para pasarnos a la 4, de tal suerte que esta semana podamos terminar la unidad número 2, que este viernes sería su examen. ¿De acuerdo? Muy bien. ¿Alguna pregunta, alguna duda hasta aquí?
No.
No, todo, Mario. Gracias.
Bueno, no por nada, con gusto. Pues bueno, el día de hoy tuvimos un poquito menos afluencia. Ahí les voy a mandar mensajito a los que faltaron, pero igual no dejen de repasar, de echarle el ojo a lo que vamos viendo, que vamos aprendiendo. Este vocabulario, la neta, a lo mejor este es el primer acercamiento, ¿verdad? Pero es muy importante porque es muy cotidiano. y necesitamos inglés cotidiano, necesitamos palabras normales, palabras que usamos comúnmente para comunicarnos. ¿Verdad? Entonces, échenle una buena aprendida. Y pues bueno, ya lo dejamos hasta aquí. El día de mañana continuamos con la lección 4. Y bueno, este ejercicio y la lección 4. ¿De acuerdo? Que descansen. Nos vemos mañana. Hasta luego.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
bye.